Hi friends, I wanted to talk about things to keep you busy. So outside you have a lot of options, right? You can play sports, so you can play baseball, you can play basketball, or maybe even, if I can grab it, I'm not very good with football, you can play catch with your friends or your family. So those are outdoor sports that you can do. Or what we did in our other video, what do? We planted in a garden. So we planted flowers. You can play in the garden and plant new things. I'm sure the bees would love that. You can ride bikes, right? Or go swimming if there's a pool that you have. And if you don't have a pool, you can do other things with water, like play in the sprinklers or play with the hose with permission. You can, one of my kiddos that loves to wash the car, so you can wash the car. And so maybe it's too hot outside and you don't want to be outside. That's okay too. There's plenty of indoor things you can do. So let's think, what could we do indoors? We could read a book. We could play games. Board games. Do you like board games? We could draw a picture. Do you like to draw? Or coloring. You can color pictures. Or you can even paint. You can paint pictures. So we have paint. And I have a painting here that my stepmom liked to paint. So when she's indoors and she can't go anywhere, she likes to paint rocks. Here is a painting that she did. And she painted this rock to match it. So she puts the rock in the center and put it on a table. It's very pretty. So she does all kinds of things indoors with painting because that's her passion. And that's what keeps her busy. So maybe you like to play Pokemon, right? You have Pokemon chips, Pokemon cards. Do you collect Pokemon? We used to play that when my kids were younger. They collect tons of these cards. So maybe those are ideas too. There's lots of things that you can do. Today, I'd like to bake. Have you ever baked before? Well, this baking that I'm going to do is called no-bake cookies. So you don't need an oven, but you do need a stovetop. So if you have an adult that can help you, that would be great, because it does involve the stovetop, which can be hot and dangerous. So grab a friend or an adult and come with me, and let's bake no-bake cookies. Alright, so we're going to bake some cookies. First step is to wash our hands. That's important. So wash your hands so we can get our ingredients ready. Always want to have clean hands in the kitchen when you're cooking. Alright, so now that we have our clean hands, we're going to get our ingredients ready. What we need. So you have 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, which is 1/4 of a cup. Half a cup of milk. So I have my 1/2 cup. Make sure that you measure. Look at those lines. And if you're not using milk, you can substitute it. So whatever milk you are using, whether it be coconut or cashew or regular milk or almond milk. I have brown sugar, 1 cup. This is light brown sugar. I think you can use dark brown too, depends on what you have. 3 cups of quick oats are in there. I'm using quick oats. It does call for old-fashioned oats as well, so either one, they're pretty much the same thing. And 1 cup of peanut butter or almond butter or cashew butter or whatever that you're using. And we're going to do our 1 teaspoon of vanilla when we're ready. Not quite ready yet. So I'm going to move all of this closer to the stove and we'll get started. Make sure that you have parchment paper or wax paper and put it on a pan, just a baking pan, And then when you have it all ready to spoon, you're going to spoon out cookies onto the paper and let it cool. And once they're cool, then you can eat them. So let me move my stuff and we'll begin. Okay, so I have you a little closer to my stove so that you can see. I turned my stove onto medium heat. I put it about a 3, and just to warm up the pan. And the first step we're going to do, I'm sorry that you can't see me. I don't have anybody to help me video this. So the first step we're going to do is put the butter in. So your 4 tablespoons of butter, you're going to put that in to the pot. And your 1/2 cup of milk, you're going to put that into the pot. All right. And we're going to add our 1 cup of brown sugar. So you're going to put your 1 cup of brown sugar in. All right, and you're just going to stir that up until it combines. So just have an adult help you at home. Be patient with it. Let the butter melt, fully incorporate. Incorporate means to mix, to come together. And you want to melt down the sugar so that the sugar's dissolved. All right. So once that's all combined and heated up, it says to do it until it melts and then to bring it to a boil. A rapid boil for 1 minute. So your kiddos, this would be a good exercise for you to say, count to 60. So once I get this to a boil, you can help me count to 60. Or you can count to 60 at home. So we're waiting for our butter to melt. It takes a little bit of time. You just got to be patient. Alright, almost melted. And I'm just going to raise that a little bit higher until it comes to a rapid boil. A rapid boil means you see bubbles. You see bubbles? So we're going to stop mixing that for just a moment. And we're going to wait till we see some bubbles. And then we're going to count to 60 together. Okay? I see it just starting to boil, just a teeny bit. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, almost there, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. All right, turn it back down to low. I want you to remove it from the heat. So we'll turn the heat source off. I will keep it off the hot surface. Remember, don't touch the stove, it is hot. So we're going to stir in our peanut butter. So take your 1 cup of peanut butter and scoop it out. All right, lots of fun. Peanut butter is super sticky. And just try to get it all out. This is if you need help, that's okay. You can get help. And just stir that until it melts. We'll stir it until it melts. It should be hot enough for it to melt. So just be patient and stir, stir, stir. You can come onto a work surface. I'm going to stay on the stove so that you can see. And once the peanut butter's in, we're going to put, let's see, read my directions. We're going to put our vanilla in. So you're going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And if you need help pouring that, that's okay. And just pour that right in. 1 teaspoon vanilla, we pour that in. And then once this peanut butter is all melted and delicious, I'm just going to get a little bit more out here. There you go. Then we will do our oats. So it's almost melted, almost there. It smells delicious. It smells so good. Alright. I'm just going to put it back on the heat just to help me out melt it a little bit. Because the heat source is off. Remember, you're doing this, the peanut, it doesn't take a lot for peanut butter to melt. Alright, once it's all melted and very liquidy, you're going to add your oats. Alright, so just pour in your oats. And gently, not very slowly, because if you do it too fast, the oats are going to go everywhere. So just gently stir, just gently. Slowly stirring until all those oats are covered in peanut butter or whatever that you're using. Remember, if you have allergies, you can substitute. And you can substitute the butter for coconut oil or whatever you want to use. I know there's different options out there for lactose intolerant. Alright, almost there. Just slowly get all those oats nice and mixed until they're all no longer dry. Okay? So you can see mine. Here we go. Do you see it? Alright. I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to move you over to my counter and we're going to put this onto our cookie sheet. Okay, so now that we took it off the stovetop, you put it on a counter, but make sure you put something down because you can burn your surface and you don't want to burn yourself. So make sure the adult that's helping you is aware that the pot is still hot. Okay? So you're just going to use a spoon, any spoon that you wish to is fine, and you're just going to put a spoonful onto the cookie sheet. These don't have to be round, they don't have to be perfect, they can be big, they can be small, whatever way you want. And when they cool, they'll cool in the shape that you put them there. So it's okay not to have them perfect. If you want to do them bite-size or ginormous cookies, maybe they're bigger than mine, that's okay. That's the beauty of it. It can be round, it can be oval, whatever way you want to do it. And you're just going to keep going until you have all your cookie mix on the sheet. Or I'm going to need 2 sheets. Oh, there we go. So, we're going to keep going. I'm going to get another cookie sheet to fill up. And after we are done doing that, we're going to let these cool, and then my next clip, we will be eating the cookies together. Okay. I did want to mention that if you don't have a cookie sheet, that's okay. Just put the wax paper right on your counter, and you can do the same exact thing. You're just going to scoop out the cookies onto the wax paper, or the parchment paper, whatever you're choosing, whatever you have. And you want it to be wax paper and parchment paper because that's no stick. It won't stick. So you're just going to spoon them out right onto the counter, onto the wax paper. Okay, so I didn't mention that you want to put your cookies in the fridge or the freezer. That'll help them cool down faster and keep their shape because these cookies are no-bake cookies, so they're going to be softer than your average cookie. All right, let's put it in the freezer. And then we're going to eat them. Let's have a cookie together. Nothing better with a cookie than a glass of milk or your favorite juice. So we made no-bake peanut butter cookies. Those are really good.